Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, it's me, Timmy. What's going on? So, yes, I changed the name. I changed the name from Tim's Timeline Talk to Timmy Talk. I mean, I feel like that it's my talk, it's my words. Why not? Why let it just be focused on one thing when it can be focused on a lot and others? But yeah, what is going on, everybody? What's going on in the YouTube land and and all the other lands? What's going on? Oh, happy Father's Day! Happy Father's Day to all the great fathers out there, the ones that take care of their children 24/7. They do not give them to their mothers or their grandmothers. They make sure that their children are taken care of, or they don't just leave them with their wives or their ex-wives or their baby mamas. So to the fathers out there that do those things, thank you. And happy Father's Day. So yes, thank you everybody. You know, it's pretty different around here. Corona's starting to calm down, but then I hear there's gonna be a second wave. So we'll see. Who knows? But yes, today I just wanted to, come on Father's Day and give, many blessings and let people know that I changed my name. So you still may see some things on there that says, 10 timeline talk. So I'm in the process of changing that right now. So Timmy's talk. But other than that, everybody, how is it going out there? This morning I went to go do my yard. I mowed my lawn. I can't stand that hill that I have, but hey, I'll make it work. But yes, family and friends, and if you are looking and searching, please share. Why not? So, what I wanted to tap in today was this just it's just crazy. People are crazy. People are just going off, but then also there are people coming together in unity and doing the daggone thing. My hometown, Bridgeport, Connecticut. I want to shout y'all out because y'all did your thing. Black Lives Matter on the streets. I see that. I wish I was there, but I gotta go to work and make my coin. So, but I wish I was there, repping it up. Even though the Rona's out there, I would have had two masks on, not one, but two. Okay, you got time. But yes. Um, and I also just wanted to just come on and introduce the new name and the new things that I want to do. So I'm going to be trying to, bring you guys some new stuff every now and then. What's going on, or what I see, what I feel like, what I want to talk about. Just simple stuff like that. So whatever. It's nothing too big, nothing too hot. Hot, but you know, just trying to do the damn thing. Anyway, so yeah. Matter of fact, I wanted to talk about this because even though it's old, even though it is old, I wanted to talk about this. It was something just it cracked me up. It still cracks me up. It's so funny to me. It's just so funny. And so it's just hilarious. So let's go to it. Let's go to it. So this is the written apology that Lisa Alexander sent to Mr. Juan Julio. First of all, she was cheap. She was cheap. She was cheap. How about you ask, oh, do you live here? You know, if you wanted to be so condescending, I'm Lisa. No, honey, no. Do you live here? Oh, you do? Oh, this is a lovely home. Congratulations. So Lisa decides to write this letter. Um, and she just says that, she's trying to learn a lot and understand. What happened was they pulled from her cosmetics line. And that's what it was. The natural stage three of being a Karen. She was being a Karen. Karen. Karen, you're cheap. You're cheap, Karen. Yeah. Lisa. I'm Lisa. Lisa, you're cheap. And that's what your ass get. So why would you just ask, oh, do you live here? Oh, do you live around here? Now he probably would say, oh, yeah, sure. This is my property. Oh, okay. She could have walked around by her mind her business. No, it was straight up red. You see somebody did not know if he lived there or not and did not ask any questions. But no, he did ask questions. But no, she didn't. She just first because she said she knew who lived there. She said she knew who lived there. She anyway, anyway. I'm just baffled by these people. Baffled. Like these people are baffled. Please don't mind the glare in my glasses, just it happens. But I'm just baffled. People are just disgusting. Disgusting. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually put the link in the chat. And if you guys want to come in and discuss anything, or you want to say something on the line, come on in. Just come on in. Um, let's see. I'm gonna just open up another window and I'm gonna put it on. I'm gonna see if Facebook got it in the comments. Facebook got it in the comments? No. Look at me. Oh. I'm Lisa. Oh, I'm Robert. Oh, I'm Lisa. Lisa, you're cheap. You're so cheap. So, so cheap. I can't with you. And the shenanigans of people. How dare you? Oh, how dare you? How dare you? I'm appalled. So appalled. Very. Ask no questions and you just thought that he just was just some random person loitering, putting graffiti on random places? How dare he? That's what's probably going on in her head as she was walking by. Uh, how dare he's putting graffiti on someone else's property? You know what? I'm gonna go up to him right now. I'm gonna go up to him right now, and I'm going to tell him that he needs to get that off of there. That is graffiti. He's graffitiing someone's property. Then she gagged and she realized that was his property. I can't. Oh well. Oh, let me see. Oh, okay. Is you calling me? Okay, let me see. Somebody is calling me. Hello, you are live. Girl, you asleep? Oh, okay. Wait. Okay. Well, you sound like you went out and about. You sound like you out and about. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, we got you some good OZ. Well, you on live right now. You on the phone with me. I'm on live. Oh, you on the live? Yeah, I am on the live. You was on the phone with me. Hey, live. How y'all doing? I don't woke up from a nap. That's what happened when you make move unemployed in this economic situation. Yes, I mean, people ain't got no jobs right now. But that's all right. Look, my best friend got some good news this
morning, I'm living vicariously through money and positive vibes, all this, and I was positivity and unity and all that shit. Because, my God, this tiny look well, he's doing it out here. I ain't went without, I ain't never, missed nothing, a meal, a rent, or none of that stuff. He's still providing. I may not be where I want to be over one big time. I may not be wanted to be, but you know what? I'm going to get there.
And that's how we do. Hey, a lot of people out here, they making it.
God, keep it in his hands, and he'll work it out for you.
That's it.
That's all this was. It's a test to see if if you trust in him and believe in him, you'll get where you need to go.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's it. Gotta trust in him. So what's the topic for this week on the live?
Child, I just got finished. You know what? I'm gonna send you the link and see if you come on. Let me see if you can come on as you go into the grocery store.
I ain't going to grocery store. I'm going to the bank and whatnot. Lord, they just teared up my streets and things all over here.
People sitting up. I am hot today. Go on. As soon as I get on the live, as soon as I get live, everybody want to hit me up.
Wait, did your daddy call you today? Did you call your daddy?
Huh?
You know Father's Day.
Huh?
You know Father's Day. Did you wish your dad a happy Father's Day?
I'm on the live.
You on the live? Yeah, I know you're on the live. Mine is going now. So,
Oh, well, I can do it right now. Daddy, happy Father's Day.
No, you always look, we're supposed to be better than our parents. Okay, we learn from them and we try to do better and stuff like that.
No, I love my daddy. I love him.
I'm trying to figure it out. Just like we just a little bit more older to accept our BS than they are.
That's what it is.
We accept our BS better than they do. So. That's it. That's it. But I ain't had no daddy around when I was growing up, so I don't know what that means. What is the topic? What is our hot topic?
I showed Lisa. We were talking about Lisa. The old. It was old news, but I had to talk about it. It was so funny because Lisa wanted to stop that man in front of his own. That woman that wanted to stop that man in front of his own property. Talking about something she was going to call the police because he was, he was graffitiing. He was that was graffiti.
You're Filipino. He's a Filipino gay man, and he's been living there for 18 years. And the man was writing songs in Trump, Black Lives Matter. The lady gonna come up to him talk about I know who lives here. You don't live here, and I'm gonna call the cops. The man said I can live here for 18 years.
And that's a shame.
What are you talking about? He said that was the first time that woman had ever talked to him.
That's a shame.
Anyway, I mean, these people, I'm telling you, these people just showing their true colors.
That's all.
So, like, my Caucasian brothers and sisters on the bandwagon, you be on the bandwagon, you be for it. You know why you're in it. Don't look for a person of color's approval. You're doing it for you teach your children not to do what your parents and them before them do. Exactly. That's what you do. I'm not looking for you to know that Black Lives Matter, but I don't need you to call me and ask me, well, what should I do better? I can't tell you how to be a better human being. Hell, I'm trying to figure that out myself. But I damn straight going around discriminating on people and treating them all types of ways. If you don't like me, you ain't got to be mean to me or rude to me. We just keep it 100 with each other.
And keep it moving. And that's about it.
We must learn to respect each other. But the one thing I am proud of is the protesting, and it goes to show that the people, if you remember, we have the power, not the government officials that we elect. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
The same way we put them their asses out. So the minute we forget that we have the power, we have the control, when you're releasing power. Don't do it ever. You continue to protest. Like, I'm trying to figure out when that whole march is going to be, because my fall semester classes started August. The semester started August, but they're supposed to be marching on Washington in August. I'm trying to figure that out. No, but at school is my school priority right now. So, but we got to, go support this stuff. I mean, this is crazy.
Well, then too, I was also talking about how I saw in Bridgeport, honey, they was doing the thing, honey. They got Black Lives Matter all on the streets and stuff. I said, yes.
Yeah, but the case has been, the man was tried for it already, and the case has been, done. You can't try the same person for the same case.
What you talking about? I was. What you talking about?
No, it's about a police officer. They was about this boy who got killed or something, and that's one of them. One of the cases for the fact of the matter, and they wanted him. They want him to come off the force, but they already had his case and all that other stuff. That was I heard about. But we do need to reform the police and monitor their spending. I see in Bridgeport how many times they didn't change up in goddamn charges since we've been in high school. Since we were in high school, child.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous amounts. Like, why are y'all driving in new? No, I remember when they used to drive a Crown Vic and they drove them off.
Yup, they surely did. Them Crown Victorias just driving around like what the? Okay, hi.
And all of that stuff. Why are you driving around in these charges and shit left and right? And why is the state troopers these four explorers left and right in these forests and stuff? And they just got these cars, these charges and stuff, all these unmarked cars. That's why they got these damn cars for these wheels fall off and we can pay our bills. Yeah, they need to legalize marijuana because we need revenue. Connecticut is going poor. Okay?
Yeah.
I grew up, Connecticut has always been a rich state. We are becoming a poor state. That is not good. Okay?
Yeah.
Because I'm saying in 5 years from now, I may not be here. I'm not liking the way Connecticut is going right now. I might need to change the atmosphere or something. But I'm not proud of how we're doing what we're doing. We should be better. We should definitely be better. Our mayor is trying and stuff like that. But, the defunding of the police and all that other stuff that they're doing out there, I don't think police need the budget that they need. But a lot of them feel some type of way. And at the end of the day, if they do feel some type of way, give them your badge.
Right.
Give them your badge.
And keep it moving.
Putting a gun to your head to tell you to protect and serve. That's what you're supposed to do. You're a servant of the people. You're a servant of the people. So, no one's telling you to give it up. To get out there and risk your life and put your life on the line. I hear all those constantly. So if you put our life on the line, I'm supposed to do it. Don't put a gun to your head. Tell you that you did that because you wanted to be like your father and his father before him, and you owe something to them because your father fought and this and that. I can't stand to be taken on the view. That's foolishness.
Oh, I want to carry on the legacy of my father's father and father's father.
Unquote patriotism, but you don't even hold the Constitution at hand, and the man that you are so voting for doesn't even uphold that Constitution. But you're a patriot.
Right. Well, they have their five. They have rings. Those patriots got all those rings.
Yeah. Well, not the patriots, the football patriots. That's a whole different story. Belichick and all of that. You talk about Lisa and Black Lives Matter.
Well, no,
you hear Donald Trump said he made Juneteenth very famous. No one knew about Juneteenth before.
No, he didn't. Booker, no, he didn't. Booker, come on the live. Come on, I sent you the link. He did not.
Donald Trump said he made Juneteenth very famous, and no one knew about Juneteenth until Donald Trump made it famous.
So Donald Trump, wait, because I gotta say this for the people. Donald Trump.
Originated the Emancipation Proclamation, according to him, and made Juneteenth famous.
He made Juneteenth. You orange Cheeto looking.
He was there for the signing of the Emancipation Proclamation.
Like, right? What?
He was there. That's what he said. He was there.
He made Juneteenth. How in the world did he make Juneteenth? Wait.
Because nobody was talking about it apparently. Nobody understood what the holiday was
Oh,
apparently.
so is that him basically saying that?
He understood what freedom means.
Wait, so I was gonna say, or is that him basically saying that? Oh, he's the one who freed. Like I'm confused. What it was? Why?
It's confusing there. He said that he made Juneteenth.
Oh, honey, you gotta send that to me. I gotta see that. The orange man said he made Juneteenth. Oh no. Oh no. No, I'm gonna look for it now. I'm gonna look for it right now.
This one was Don Lemon up here. Into it because he couldn't. Don Lemon was so upset, child. He got on his nerves. He got on poor Don Lemon so bad.
What? Trump said he made Juneteenth famous, y'all. He said he made it famous.
He made Juneteenth famous. The
I,
black baking famous.
wow. And this is what people want in the office. People want him. People want this man. I understand a percentage, but it's like even for like it's like what? I hold on. I gotta pass you, girl. Nope. She ain't saying nothing. She ain't saying nothing. I can't. I can't. I'm done. I'm just. What? I'm lost. I'm still like, what? That's our president, y'all. That's the man in the office right now. He made Juneteenth famous. Well, you know what? Since he made Juneteenth famous, is he gonna make it a real national holiday where people can get off of work and actually celebrate?
Yeah, that's what certain people are trying to recognize it as a national holiday now, especially after George Floyd's death. I mean,
honestly, I don't even understand how it wasn't a national holiday before Martin Luther King. To be honest with you,
it's still more people still more people dropping like flies from his damn cops. Poor man that Whitney, that black man, he beat the dog shit out of him.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he was.
He was drunk and he was scared and he beat the shit out of them white boys. And the funny thing was the people that they still said, I don't understand how you a trained officer and you are able to let that man, that you get all this out of the training, your ass lost your taser.
Right. But my thing is, you sue him with a taser because he had a taser.
Listen, the taser is a non-lethal weapon. Okay, it was the cop's taser that he took from him, and the cop got mad, and instead of the other asshole who was there backing him up using the taser to disarm it from him, no, he reached for the gun and killed him. Why? Because it's the easy thing to do, and he was quote unquote scared. He assessed that the taser in that man's hand is more dangerous and considered lethal, even though it isn't. Even though it isn't. So there needs to be police reform. Why do you keep hiring these people who are quote unquote scared to do their job?
But I think.
Why are you scared to do this job?
But I also think it's. But I think it's crazy how their training is less than somebody who gets a cosmetology license. That's crazy to me. You know how long? Like what? A cosmetologist got to go to school longer than a police officer. A lawyer has to go to school for what? How many years? And then, oh wait, and wait, and
When you think about that, these people are getting, these are people who are like suffering from PTS fucking G, coming from the army and stuff. These
right.
are ex-military. Their mission is war. All they want to do is kill. They can't do it somewhere else. They either get hired by these, the lucky ones get hired by these private companies, and they're hired goons. Even though they think they are, they are. They're hired goons. Money talks at the end of the day, and we're a money-based society now. Everybody wants to what they claim is the American dream, and it's the American dream is their dream. Don't give a fuck about nobody. Everybody has lost their marbles. Everyone lost their epic.
Somebody said, "How do I feel about B Simone and her 9 to 5 comment?" Um, B Simone, it's child. She's a one of those social media socialite people, and she became famous and all the other
And
stuff.
what was the question? What does he feel about the 9 to 5
No,
comment?
no, no, because if you watched her, she was on Nick Cannon's radio show, and
What was the 9 to 5 comment?
no, her 9 to 5 comment was she don't want a nigga with a 9 to 5. She needs an entrepreneur.
She sound like she about to be a she sound like a broke bitch anyway, because she ain't get her fat ass to go to work.
Well,
Hey,
she,
you was dumb niggas to give me your money anyway.
but she no, but what no, she does like she makes her own monies. She does. I think she sells bundles or something like that. And then she's a comedian.
Y'all so worried about a bag. Y'all bitches gonna be lonely with a fucking dildo on the side. Keep on fucking playing with these niggas and their money. That's gonna be lonely with a fucking stuff in your pocket, bitch. Don't nobody got your job is to get up and go provide, okay? Because that's why then you complain, oh this bitch watching the other bitch don't mind getting up. Treat her expression,
Well, well,
okay?
well, well, in her
But that's why these dudes out here playing tight, left and right with all these different happens and these diseases is running rampant around here.
diseases and disease and things. But her thing is because she's an entrepreneur. She has her. I guess she has businesses. I can't even say it right now. I don't know completely, but she has businesses. She's a comedian. She done a couple of shows on YouTube and Zeus. She had a show on Zeus, and yeah, she said she doesn't want a nigga with a 9 to 5. She wants somebody who is working around the clock. But I was watching somebody else. They said it doesn't make sense if you want somebody working around the clock. Then how the hell y'all gonna make time for each other? Yep. You said she wanted a drug deal. Oh God. Mm-mm-mm. But it's about a time. I'm going to actually run you. I'm going to run a commercial. I want you guys. Black businesses are here, so I need you guys to support these black businesses and support these people. Yes, I am monetizing for blackness, honey. They are here. They do the work. Like it is what it is. So I just yeah. So I'm gonna, without further ado, I'm just gonna run the commercial real quick. And yes, and if you guys are interested, please, please, please hit her up. She makes them. They're lovely. I mean, I love them. I got a pair myself. I got a pair myself. I got a pair myself. Yeah, I'm here. So, if you are wanting a bracelet or anything of that nature, please go on and grab you in his image. Her Instagram, it is in his image on Instagram. It's my mother-in-law, y'all. So please support my mother-in-law. Like she makes nice things, nice sparkles. Nice bracelets, necklaces, even some earrings for you ladies. So yeah. So that's what's gonna go on. But yes, so please order off of In His Image. You can look her up on Instagram. It's In His Image. Actually, I'll put it back up for you. Hello. No, it's all right. It's all right. I can hear you. I'm about to do this. All right. So let me keep moving. Let me move. Let me move on. But yeah, I don't understand how she's gonna want a 9 to 5, and yeah, she's. I don't know. Yeah. Luca, can you please accept the link and just come on in? You it's a it's supposed to. It's supposed to. It's a you no it oh so oh okay. All right. I'll wait. Listen, I'm an all user. Okay, I'm an all user. I don't mind iOS and I don't mind Android and I don't mind all the other products. Listen. It's I don't mind Google. I use it all. Like why not? I mean, some is free, some is not. I'll try to use what's free. Ew. But you not. No, it's not a web search. It's not a web search in the hunt. It's gonna pop right on in. That's your business. That's your business. Your business. You mind your business. My name Maria. I. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was. Let me- Is Cora home? Oh, okay. And this is Sunday too, so yeah, you know the people in there, child. You know the people in there getting their bodies rubbed on. They're getting their bodies rubbed on and things. Mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm. But yeah, all right. Well, there you have it. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, please, 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 you guys. So next weekend, Tia Russell Dance Studio is opening back up. So please, please, they're having a something coming going on next weekend. I'm about to pull it up for y'all right now. If you are in the area of Woodbridge, New Haven, shoot, if you want to even come up, you are out here in Bridgeport, whatever, wherever you from, wherever you're doing, whatever you're doing, come out and please support them. Um, is this picture gonna come out? Please come out and support. Um, it's it's really like just please come out and support, support, support. Um, if you can. It's there out in Woodbridge. It's one of the places where I teach ballet. So yes, I teach ballet, and I love to teach it. So yes, please come out and support them, guys. Please come out and support. I don't know if you can read it, but it's next weekend, next Saturday, from 2 to 5. And if you want any other information, you can just go on TRDS or Tia Russell Dance Studio on Facebook, or you can also go on any other places. So please, 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 guys, if you're around, please. I've been wanting to move my body ever since this daggone coronavirus been happening, and I've been stuck. I've been in just. I'm excited. So if you are in the area and you want to re-sign your kids up for dancing, or you want your kids to dance, go ahead and go to Tia Russell Dance Studio. All right. It's out in Woodbridge, and they're having just a welcome back kickoff. So please make sure you guys come out. It's free refreshments. There's going to be a little, I can believe, music. Of course, probably some dancing and grooving. And make sure you got your mask on. Make sure you got your mask. Cause Rona tried it with them and with us. Okay, Rona tried it. So please come out. Oh, I see somebody backstage. All right. I see you. I see my sister. My sister in Grace. She is she's a character within herself. I love her so much. But hey.
Hi, Bishop. Hi,
Oh,
Bishop.
wait. You know what, Bishop? What
Hi.
is going on?
Nothing much. Blessed and highly favored. I
So
just
you were the
wanted
one
to.
that brought up all right. Hey, Shay, Shaba. But yes, so as you saw, Kiki, I changed the name, I changed the model of it. I just felt like it needed to be changed. I wasn't because I felt like timeline talk. It was down in me to like one thing where I felt like that's all I need to talk about, what's going on in timeline. But I also sometimes need to talk about my own my stuff and what I feel like I'm going through and other things, you know. But yes, thank you for joining us. I see you backstage.
Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. It might be it's a little a little delayed,
Okay.
but I can hear you. You can hear me fine, right?
Yes.
All right.
So I had actually want to ask your opinion on something.
All right, go ahead.
So there was a post that went viral, and it kind of talked about how black families they are too quick to kick their kids out at 18, and they're pretty much promoting the life of struggle. Meanwhile, other cultures, Caucasians, they keep their kid home until they have a secure job, graduated college. They don't charge them rent. They just let them stay home, get good and ready, have a nice savings, and that's what makes them more successful. How do you feel about that? Do you agree with that?
Well, see, in my right now, I think that's changed. I don't think that that's. I don't even think that that's even in our community anymore. More so because if you see now, you see a lot of uncles because you was growing up. Remember, Uncle so and so ain't never left the house. You always had one of those. You know, I mean, I had one. Rest his soul, Uncle Greg, you love you dearly, but that was my uncle that never left home. But the ones that do end up, kicking their kids out and doing like that's something different because they were kicked out. But I don't know because to me I feel like because I think that's in different atmospheres in different places because I didn't leave home. I left home because when I was 18 because I chose to.
Yeah.
But then when I realized I am thousands of miles away and I needed to come home, I went home and I
Right.
was able to go home and I was able to try and do what I had to do.
So I guess what
But
the post was kind of saying, but I posted it on another group, and literally 70 people agreed with it, and like three were like, "No, there's beauty in making your kid pay bills at home." For me, growing up, I pay rent ever since I got a job. Okay, Pastor Carolyn wasn't playing. You're gonna, whether it be $25 a week or $75 a week, you paid rent, you paid bills.
mhm.
But I do see my other Caucasian friends. They stayed at home till they were 25. They didn't have to pay nothing. College was fully paid for, and they were able to buy a home because for years they were allowed to just save up, and they had education paid for. They didn't have to start off life with debt. A lot of African
Well,
American families are starting off at 18, 21, already in debt.
but that's because they're not taught at that age and then sometimes the parents don't understand that that I'm putting my child in debt. To them, it's more of, oh, I'm putting you out in the world,
Yeah.
so you about to go do what the world is because you gotta know what the world is. But then you realize they're sometimes they're lacking in them because they're not teaching them really about real finance.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that I can say real finance is lack.
Yeah. I think that I've grown up and I've seen exes try to cater
Right,
The parents
um
wasn't taught
cater,
about their finances. They ain't gonna do by their shirt.
well, that's true. If the parents wasn't taught about their finances, then the children is going to be racked up too.
that's true.
So, and yeah, there is opportunities and outlets, but that's the thing though. It's like, and that's where it goes into that generation thing where because if the parent don't know, then the kid ain't gonna know. Then when they become a parent, they don't know either. And see, that's why, and that's the thing of the generational things that's happening. That happen
Yeah.
because people are not taking notice to that. Like and then mind you, I was one of those kids that I was like, I can't wait till I hit 18 to get out the house. I can't wait, da 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 da. But then you realize, dag, I really wish I paid attention. I really wish I understood more of a dollar than what it was because, good God,
And
these
I
bills,
Yeah, and I think this kind of ties in what you were talking about earlier with the Black Lives Matter. It is a beautiful thing to march and to post and share and enlighten and encourage. But meanwhile, we need to combat that, like combine that with lifestyle changes. Because some of the things that African
right,
American culture they face is because we don't want to change our mindset and we don't want to change our lifestyle.
right,
Everybody want to take the stimulus check and get the the LB bag. They want to get their extra unemployment 600 a week. Am I talking to somebody? And they want to go ahead and buy every pair of Jordans and go ahead and buy
right,
TVs.
right.
And got
And ready to go get Louis Vuitton and ready to go get Gucci ain't do nothing to y'all. Gucci ain't do nothing to y'all.
I
What?
mean, right. I saw someone say they got their child a set of grills. The child is 9. His teeth ain't out yet. What are you grilling? And it's that generational mindset of poverty stricken. Why not invest that money, save that money, build your credit during this epidemic? You ain't doing nothing but being home anyway. Build your credit, take charge of a talent, entrepreneurship. I think I see a lot of people posting and doing things like that. But as a people, we need to rise up and generational wealth. Teach our kid about budgeting, and you don't need 40 pairs of Jordan. I mean, yes, you can.
And I hear you, Kiki, but that has to be in like there has to be in training for these young people now, and so they can be able to say, "Hey, this is what you can take home to your kids. This is what you can teach your kids at home." Because right now they don't like people don't know. These grown people do not know how to manage a dollar. Do not know how to put. They just know how to hold on to something to buy something, not to hold on to something to make it build and make it like okay. The more I invest, the more I put into this, and the more I put into that, it's gonna grow. No, it's I'm gonna work and I'm gonna break my back so I can be able to pay here and now.
Mommy used to say he's been right around, he's cute, but I mean, I ain't got no room to argue that why he's right. He can't use my money for other things.
Right.
And this is half,
Nah.
huh?
Oh no, go ahead. I was saying hi to my cousin.
And this is like half joking, but
Muka. You home? Okay, hit the link. Hit the link. Hit the link. You gotta come in.
yeah,
Cause I want you to come in. Come in. You gotta hit the link. Cause you're on topic.
So I'm waiting for someone.
Who you waiting for? Oh, okay. Never mind.
P-L-U-G, okay?
Let me listen. Let me PLUG.
P-L-U-G, okay?
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you go on ahead, honey. I don't. Yeah, we don't need that. No, 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 no. I ain't going to hell. No, 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 no. I don't. No, 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 no. I won't do that. I won't do that. I'm saying, I want to get you all caught up and your man all caught up on stuff like that. Honey. We don't know who's watching. So,
They want to watch, but they ain't going downstairs to the house.
I know that's right. But back to the whole um family thing and trying to grow. I feel that is it starts from when they're little, but it has to be told. This is what you can teach your children. This is what you can pass on. And I think that's another thing that is lacking in when it's come to learning because people they absorb it, but it's just absorbed for them. It's like it's not in you want to share it to other people, and then that's something I can get with some pastors too. Y'all ready to share with everybody around you and everybody this and that, but what about your offspring?
yeah,
What about the ones that are really going to hold your legacy? You have to be able to show them and teach them as well about your finances and making sure this is paid, and then also making sure you can make this grow.
yeah,
Also, it's not also just telling them you have to make sure this is paid, but also this is what you can do to make this grow. Do
yeah,
this to grow, so you continue to build that generation wealth.
yeah, 100%. But let's also talk of the beauty in all of this uncertainty and terrible things going on. There is yet beauty in it. The beauty is, I have never lived a day on this earth to see the unity, the power that I am seeing among
Yeah.
the Black community, the Caucasian, everyone's
Mhm.
joining together. And I'm going to take the moment to not focus on the negative and look at that positive, that this
Yeah,
is,
because I have been.
this is beautiful, huh?
I have been. I have been thinking a lot of some of a lot of the negatives, and I have been watching a lot of
No,
this stuff. But
it's
it's
not.
like,
No,
I
that's
mean, no, for real. Because it's like, what? Cause what are some people out there for? Is this for show or is this for real? Is
yeah.
this? Are you doing this for like for the cause, the actual cause, or are you doing this because number one? And another thing, a lot of people ain't talking about: are they doing this because they want to be safe?
There's going to
Because
be, yeah,
like a lot of you right now, because they're marching. I'm gonna put it out there. The lighter skins and stuff. That the no white people, they're out there because it's like I want to be safe as well. Because if I look like am not fighting for the cause, or I'm not doing then I might be bashed. I might be hurt. I don't know.
Right. So
So my
I
thing is, honey, if you gotta work, if you got a 9 to 5, you gotta do what you gotta do. As long as when you see something that if you see something, say something.
yeah.
That's all I'm asking.
And I feel like exactly in the pool you're gonna have people who really do care and really want to fight for the right for everybody. You have people who are just here. Okay, now I'm about to ruffle some feathers with this. Okay,
Well, Ruffalo.
but ruffle, let's do it. So here we go. I feel like there are some people in the world who are not racist, but they're prejudiced. Please understand and know the difference. They are fine with an African American living with them. They're not calling them N words. But the moment an African American person is in authority over them, they cannot handle it because in their mind, deep down there, hold on now, we cool as long as you know your place. But the
Mm-hmm.
moment you come and try to take my spot, something in me is like, wait, this don't feel right. I'm used to having that dominate dominion over your kind. Now you my boss, and now you think you're gonna tell me off, and I think that a lot of people I can see it in them. They're fine with you until you're doing better than them. So again, there's
Yeah,
different types of racist, prejudiced people.
yeah. Well, and then also it's to me it's the unknown of you being biased.
Yeah,
A lot of and that's another thing that because they're in those positions, and yes, they get jealous, but then it's also they do the unknown stuff where it's like, oh well, I'm not racist by all means, but I just but then what is it? I understand it's the way you grew up, so basically you are the ignorant one, and this is the one thing that I want to say now too, because this is what comes. You're the ignorant ones now because you don't understand the feeling. You don't understand the way how people are. Like just like with that little boy that had the hot in Trumbo, mind you, and people did not understand this. Like, why did that little boy hide behind a car? Why did he behind the car? First of all, you gotta look at it as Trumbo is next to Bridgeport, Connecticut, and when you take and I read the article where the little boy said, "Well, why did he?" His father asked him, "Well, why did he hide from the police?" He said, "Because they killed George Floyd." But then you also got to think, well, what else did he hear? What's going on in Bridgeport? Because they're so close. So I don't think it was just him saying they killed George Floyd. I think he honestly also heard other things that was going on in the town next to him. And I think that was like, and it's crazy. People saying, "Oh, that hurts my heart." Oh, he feel like he has to hide from police. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, look what's happening. He sees this thing. He's a little boy, and he knows he's a little black boy, and living in a predominant neighborhood that don't really pertain to be okay because they have hidden biases that they don't understand because, and that's what it is. It's hidden, they have hidden biases. You have hidden biases. And they say, well, I'm not racist, but you have a hidden bias. You're very biased.
yeah.
Look, when you was on, what happened?
Yeah, I was on, but the camera and the mic thing isn't working. I don't
It's probably because you're on the phone with me.
think it was that. I'm like, why is it working? I don't understand.
I'm gonna hang out. Hey. But yeah, so that's my take. And then we had someone that was a little, that's another conversation. Oh, hey,
Toodles.
Keisha,
Hello.
Keisha, this is my
How
brother.
y'all
Like
doing
I said,
live? How
Hi, how
you
are you?
doing? All right.
Good.
Yeah, so
so
I got in a little bit of that conversation
I
while I
really
was
want
trying
to
to figure
hear
out.
you, so I'm glad that you're on because it's hard to hear you.
Okay. Now I was trying to figure this out before I was in the car, and for some reason my Safari or whatever this thing is, I'm new to the Apple world, so. But the thing don't activate when I'm in the car. I'm on the Google Schmoogle all the time, so
All right.
yes, yes. Go ahead. So what's our topic now, Timmy? Because you know me. I love a hot topic.
Yeah.
well, Keisha brought up you gonna have to say it again, girl.
Oh Lord, you
'Cause
don't remember what I said.
I'm sorry. No, I just looked at a text message and somebody's asking me.
I was just pretty. No, I forgot what I said. I said so much, but I think the last thing we talked about was there's so many different types of people right now. People who are marching for the cause, people who
Hold
are
on, give me a
marching
minute
out
here.
of fear, people who are just marching because they like, listen, I saw what they did to that auto zone when he said the N word, and my business right next to his. So we about to sit there and put hashtag Black Lives Matter because I don't got insurance. So I'm
Because
getting
I
ready
don't
to
want to protect my I want to protect
right.
my business. But I do. There was one man in Minneapolis. He was getting ready to actually open. He had all his savings and opening up a bar, and the man did not have any insurance on it. Granted, his realtor told him not to put insurance on it because it wasn't opening. Oh my! I don't know who advised that man to do that, but that was just the stupidest thing in the world. You never know. Always get you some showings, keep you some
Yeah.
insurance. But there are actors out there. There's always been actors in the cause. That goes back to the civil rights movement, where the FBI were putting people who look like us and people who didn't look like us, infiltrating them into the system, trying to figure out what was going on and what these leaders were doing, and trying to cause dissension and chaos. And there's always somebody with another agenda. But that's why we need these people to, get up and stand up and say, hey, don't do that. Don't be out there looting. Don't be out there behaving like that. Don't tear up your neighborhood. I understand that you're upset, but don't tear up your neighborhood. The justice system is the problem. Go down, march at the courthouse, burn the courthouse down.
I'm not.
Don't burn these people jobs and stuff down. Burn the courthouse down. Do that type of stuff. I don't want nobody burning anything down, but just
Yeah.
don't tear up your neighborhood. Don't do that. It doesn't lead anywhere. And most of the time, when you look at it, that's what they did. I watched that in New York. Um, all of those scenes and stuff. You see the people protesting and the cops misbehaving. How that cop in Buffalo pushed that 70-year-old man down, and the man was bleeding from his ears. And the cops did nothing. They weren't bothered by it at all. You need to defund these people a little bit. There's too many. I told Timmy, I was talking, I was like, in Bridgeport, they changed the cop cars so much. I'm like, all those tax dollars are wasted and our roads look like crap. These kids ain't got nothing to do at school. Like, give them outlets and there won't be any issue. Give these people outlets, give them a chance, put more money into education and stuff, and giving these people opportunities. We don't have enough opportunities. And if this pandemic, this showed us that we put our eggs in one basket. There's not enough outlets for people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it now goes to show the job market is crap. Most of these people who was working these little rinky dink 9 to 5s can't get them no more. Um, and and the ones who can get up and get a job are comfortable with the unemployment they got for right now. So all this economy stuff. I mean, to me, it was all about the economy. And then now George Floyd is up. God rest his soul. I mean, this man, 8 minutes and 46 seconds. Like, I watched Dave Chappelle's Netflix special, and that was just crazy. He couldn't do nothing but just talk about that 8 minutes and 46 seconds, how it affected him. That was the time on his birth certificate, and how this all affects us, and it should affect us because we're American citizens.
Yeah.
We're people first. I'm sad that my color is so it means so much to another race. It's offensive to some people and it's threatening to some people, but if we took the time to really figure each other out, we are more alike than we are different. We all get scared, we all get sad, we all love, we all lose. We all go through the same things. Um, I just hope that this movement is not dead and thrown to the wayside. I actually hope it actually gets some traction this time and they actually do some freaking reform, police reform, because we need it. There are too many of our brothers and sisters sitting in jail cells,
So,
who were
so
not given an opportunity because of the color of their skin. Their charges were trumped up. And society just gave up on them. And the first thing that the media does is they always want to throw up, well, he had a run in with the law or this and that. And it's stupid. I'm
Yeah,
just like,
that's that.
you
Yeah,
heard
no, because
about
that pissed me off when kids like and it's so crazy because when Candace Owens did that to George Floyd, that pissed me off because I'm like,
well,
I would
please stop
expect
giving that girl life. Stop giving that girl life. Like seriously, Candace Owens is doing exactly what she's trained and paid to do. That girl is doing her
you're right,
assignment. Don't give
you're
that
right.
girl life. Stop. And if these people stop giving her platforms to talk on, if we stop talking about her, she'll be irrelevant as that other chick, Tammy or whatever her name was, the Tammy chick who Charlemagne let have. You know, and it's just that girl don't know her own history. She don't know her own history. I can't be mad at her because she don't know her history and somebody in her household didn't tell her to be proud of her black heritage. You can't be mad at her for that. I blame her people in her household who didn't tell her who she was, who didn't tell her that she was a black queen and that she was important. You know?
Well, I do feel important. She does feel important.
I'm sure you guys heard about the cops who are turning in their badges at this point
They
because
should because they're scared. And I think they should weed out the fake ones because most of those people who are in those positions were picked on when they were in high school. They had no power, and they're just exercising that authority right now.
And then too, like you said, grandpa, and my
My father was
dad.
a policeman, so I have to do it too. No, your daddy is your daddy, and you were you. And these
Mhm.
people who doing it, they getting effed up in these streets, messing with these young folk, fighting these kids. They this generation is they don't care generation. My generation, we think about that stuff,
Generation Z,
after the
that
fact.
the
Lord, I done wild
Generation Z
out.
is off the
We done
hook.
wild out. Let me go and pray a little bit
let me go in my secret closet,
in my
right?
secret place to get my mind right, because Lord, that was wrong. That was wrong. But they tried me. But you got to be better than that. Like me, I'm just on this wave of trying to be more positive. I'm trying to speak blessings because I'm like what you put out into the world, it does come back to you. So even in you having your bad day, speak a blessing over somebody. Like even if they're your enemy, I'm telling you, you get a lot further than you would being hateful towards them. You really would. But these cops, they gonna be continuing. Like they were claiming during the whole protest thing, they were covering their badges in New York to signify the all the losses that people, all the lives they and that they lost during the COVID pandemic, all the officers and first responders or whatever. So they were covering their badges. You could have did that armband, that black armband that every other person does. I've seen in military history, they always put the little black band on their arm to show that they're in mourning. That was the original sign to show that you were in mourning. You don't cover your badge. That was what they did. They did that to make sure that then people could not file complaints. That's what they did. And now by law, they have to show their badge. They've been supposed to do that. And you'd be surprised how many people don't know their rights when they get pulled over. Like
Yeah,
they know when I get pulled over, it's either one or two ways. I'm either going to wild out or I'm gonna be nice. And it's usually how that man comes up to that door. Because I will let you have it. I'm in my car. I'm a taxpaying citizen, and I know my rights. You do not have to roll your window all the way down. You're cracking enough where you can slip that piece of paper to him. Yes, nod and keep it moving. Like them cops know your law, know the limitation, know the law. It works for you. It works for you. Just don't wild out, get to cussing and all of that. But
and then too, I mean, learn it. We have the thing in our hands to literally tell us every bit of information. Even if it's
yeah,
wrong, sometimes
information
even
is
if it's
powerful.
wrong information, but you got to make sure you got to know what information you're looking for.
Information is powerful. Um, it's just a powerful tool. I mean, I'm glad for the simple fact that that old 45 didn't have a good turnout at the Tulsa, Oklahoma rally that he had. Um, and I, God
But
has
then,
a way of showing
but then
Himself. He's so
somebody
good.
hacked the ticket thing where they like they bought a
I
whole bunch of tickets
I
and
don't
when they got
know.
there
All I heard it started raining and it was a bad turnout. And these people had to sign waivers in case if they caught corona, they couldn't sue him or his campaign. And all them people signing, what you're stupid. So if you get sick or something, then people are not compensating you. And the same Obamacare that you're trying to get rid of is gonna have to take care of you.
Well,
So I'm glad it ended that way. But we still got a lot of work to do. Just if you're gonna be on the Black Lives Matter bandwagon, just make sure you educate yourself and understand why you're in it. Why you're in
right.
it, what it means.
Yes, because that's what I
Um,
was telling you earlier.
it's because a lot of people are just in it. They just want to be seen. They want to make a name for themselves. And
And
if you are,
also,
mm,
I think that too. This might sound weird, but being black doesn't give you automatic
a
into the
pass,
Black Lives Matter. You can't say like
exactly.
I'm Black Lives Matter. Nothing. No, no.
I'm like, no, baby, you don't even understand your history. You don't know where you come from.
Come on
How
now.
you gonna understand? How you gonna be down for the cause? You don't understand the movement where it started, why it started. That only less than what 60 years ago was the civil rights movement. But we've come so far. No, we haven't. It
Right.
was a band aid. It was a band aid,
60 years.
and it
That's
worked
not.
for a while. And we thought with different presidents we would get more and more, and they just kept us and they pacified us and they pacified us and you kept pacifying the generations until it got to a generation where it was just like, oh no, mm-mm. And it's on both sides. Like I'm saying, both sides do not care. They do not care. No one
Oh yeah,
cares.
they sure
It's
don't. Cause just like that girl was on her thing the other day. She said, what did she say? Oh, it made me so mad. She said something. She was like, "Oh, we gave you this and we gave you that, and it's
oh
you.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
You want to
yeah. You didn't give
terrorize
us
our
nothing.
streets where my son wants to walk, and you know what? Yeah, I wish we didn't have that, and y'all would still be slaves, and y'all could be a slave to me." I said, "Wow, people are
What?
not afraid anymore, Kiki. People are not afraid anymore, and people do not care. They don't hold it
Honey,
in. They are
when they
saying
was
how
chanting
they feel."
out there, when the George Floyd protest first started, and then them babies was chanting, "We are not our ancestors. We will fuck you up." Honey, I'm telling you, I died right there. I said, I know that's right. We are not our ancestors, and we will f you up. But I understand the whole nonviolent approach.
But you
That
also
Dr.
know.
King was trying to get that to so that when these white parents and stuff when they was at home with their children, they had to explain why the mean white people was doing that stuff to the black people who was just singing and marching and being happy. So I understood the narrative and the perspective it played, But we
But you
tried
do
it.
know
It
that
didn't work. Now we got to wild out a little bit
in
to be
addition,
heard.
another thing is you guys know why the Ku Klux Klans KKK why they wear their hoods, correct?
Hmm.
Because of the fact that these Ku Klux Klan members, they're your lawyers, they're your doctors, they're your
Yep.
pharmacists,
They
they're
were
your
they were the policemen and stuff. They were
yeah,
sitting.
and
They were
to this day.
judges.
And so, and that
A
was to
double
me,
a double it was a double lifestyle
yeah.
and they're still living it to this day. That mask that they put on.
Oh yeah.
And that one thing is we know we can feel it. We know it. You know when someone has hatred for you, you can feel it. You and no matter how hard you put that mask on, we know when you don't when we walk into a room and you look at us like we don't belong, honey, that's when I get the cutting and acting out. Because I dare you to tell me where I don't belong somewhere. I'm from Fairfield County. I will cuss you out with two tongues and tell you to kiss your tongue out, okay? Try me. I love it. I love that confrontation. I love it because I grew up in a household where learning your black history was important. Knowing who you are was important. You don't never let anyone tell you you don't belong somewhere.
Okay.
Ever.
I'll
No
never
one
get
has that right. And a lot, they kill me. These people kill these patriots. So they're patriots. These quote unquote patriots. And you don't even use the Constitution. The man who's in the office doesn't even use the Constitution. You didn't care about it. He's not holding it down. This man is a true traitor. They're going crazy over the statues. They want to take the names of the Confederate statues and stuff. Y'all should have been did that shit. I don't know how they allowed these daughters of America to put all these Confederate statues. These people were traitors, but they're celebrated. Why? Because they're white.
I'm yeah, I'm with it too. Like
To all
I
my
just
white
want
brothers and
to
sisters who are trying to be down with the cause, but don't look for our approval to make you feel comfortable.
because they
I'm
do.
tired of explaining this to you. I don't understand, and you don't understand. Go educate yourself. Black history is there for a reason. They don't teach it in school no more. I remember coming up. Remember they used to actually teach Black history
Oh no,
school.
we had to learn the black.
Remember,
We had to learn the black national anthem. Lift
the,
every voice and sing, but
lift every voice and sing. You learned about
McKinley,
Dr. King, Dr.
McKinley,
George Washington Carver, and all them other people. And as you went on in the times, as you got older, it got less and less about Black
and just
History Month,
well,
and they just talked about
all
Dr.
those
King,
black
and that was
teachers.
that.
See, now I went to a predominantly Caucasian. I lived in Trumbo. In Black
Mm-hmm.
History Month, I mean, if every time they tried to read To Kill a Mockingbird, and the teacher asked, and I was the only African American in the class, like that was the extent of Black History Month.
Mm-hmm.
And raise your hand if you think we should be allowed to say the N word. I had to get up, and that's how I was always a fireball as a child. But I
Mm-hmm.
said, no one can answer that question, but I'll tell y'all right now, y'all say the N word, we're gonna have a problem.
Okay.
That,
Okay.
what does
All
that mean?
right,
And even 10 years later, when I became an educator and I worked in Easton, a child during Black History Month came up to me and said, Miss Keisha, are you a nigger? I said, excuse me? He had learned that in school. Why is that
Mm-hmm.
important?
Yeah.
What does that hold to teach a child that word? And not at least, and he's innocent now.
He was in it. He was just
Innocent.
picking up
I
what he
got
read.
that he was taught that black people were that's that. So he was just asking a question, and I'm going to put that out there. I love the kids, but I feel like as educators, why not teach all about the inventions we did, the footprints we put into U.S. Teach that.
Oh no, no, no! They can't because then they would be admitting. They would be admitting their stuff. See, that's
exactly.
the problem here. They don't want to
It was
admit that their ancestors did that stuff. They don't want to admit it was the past. It was the past. Okay, well, destroy the statues. No, that's our history. No, no, that's the past. That's the past. Just like you said, I should get over it. You should get over it. Then it's a double. It's a double standard. It's a double standard. But I don't. I'm. It's so for me. My thing, I actually had to grow. I was a control freak. I love control. I had to learn that control is an illusion. So now, with the future being so unforeseen, we don't know what's going to happen. Like it's just on both sides. We don't know how this is turning out, how this is going to span down. But it has to start. The conversations have to be at home. They have to start better. Um, just educate yourself. That's the only thing I can say. Forever say, educate yourself and
and the
and
thing
know
was, I
what you
can
putting in the
say is,
media, what you listening to from the
no,
news.
I can say is too because we when I was growing up, we had black teachers. We had the black teachers to teach us the the lift every voice and sing and George Washington Carver and tell us about Madam C.J. Walker. Like we had those things growing up.
But see, a lot of people only focus on those black leaders because that's only the ones they know. There's so many other ones, inventors and stuff like that. You
Because
know,
what the man that invented the peanut butter? Oh my God! Do you know how many inventions that man
well,
made?
with the peanut itself. But like, yeah, like I mean,
For
we
it was
he,
just like he made so pencil sharpener. I said what? Like when I was little, I was like, oh, look
yeah,
at that, something that's used every single day.
we have a lot of talent. We always did. We still do. And they're
Always.
still inspired by our talent. They tried rap. They took our
And that's
rap child. They took
oh,
everything from us.
and when and go on that, it's like it irks me because we weren't even taught to patent stuff for certain things. We weren't taught to patent it. Okay, 'cause I'm sorry. It's crazy how and it came to me when I did Zumba. When I went to go get my Zumba, register for Zumba, I'm sitting here like, yo, these these Hispanic Latino men created Zumba, made up steps, and they patented it.
Hmm.
And now it's anybody in the world that does Zumba and has to teach Zumba, they're paying the Zumba organization money once a month.
As they should.
Now, but think about this. We made up breakdancing. And breakdancing is literally known all over the world. And you mean to tell me we didn't we should that should have been patented, where that should have been kept. And those people in New York City that just made up them steps.
If there
Well,
was a
them people
list
in New
of
York City was fighting other stuff. So
if there was a list of 2,000 inventions that African Americans created,
yeah,
you have to account for the other 2,000 that we didn't get credit for. I'm not going
exactly.
to go there.
Right.
So there's many things that the slave, while they were yet in the room sewing, they done did something. The master was like, "Ooh,
And
hold
I'm gonna
on,
take this, boy. You don't know what you're doing. I'm gonna take this old.
right." So that's we don't really know what we really created because we're only talking about the ones that we actually got credit for.
Exactly.
That's another topic. But I have a
That's
question
true.
in the black community. I saw a post about the most underappreciated race and gender was the African American female. They said the
Mm.
African American woman does not get respect even from the African American man. How do you feel about that comment?
Mm, I feel it's a two-sided comment that has truth to it.
Yeah.
I feel we didn't give our black women enough respect, and to the point where they're not respecting themselves now.
Yeah.
Um, but a lot of it has to do with what we see, what we personify, um, and a lot of the time it's just somebody's agenda that we're just playing out. And some people get caught up in the okey doke, and some don't. But we do need to uplift. We need to uplift each other.
Yeah.
But that behavior, um, hating the black women, which is why we always we try to make sure, like, a lot of people promote, black women, and say black women are strong, and these white men get upset when they say that. But why do you say that? Because we don't say it enough in our community, and they do a lot. Like, there's more black women who are educated with college degrees than there are black males.
Yeah. They are the
You
higher
know,
percentage. They are the
like,
higher percentage.
women, they are more focused than men. They're more focus driven. When they have a goal on something, they're doing it. Not saying that all men aren't like that, but
So
most,
let
like
me tell
most.
you
Mm,
that when the Lord created, I have to bring it biblical. I am a pastor's kid. I love the Lord.
oh,
Praise.
well, as we all grew up in church. No,
Okay.
okay.
So it was intended when God created the world that man was supposed to have the vision and the supposed to link up with the woman for the provision. Okay, men
Mm-hmm.
was supposed to be born with the vision, and then when he finds the woman, she was going to help him get to that vision. We were the
Mm-hmm.
help. That's I'm not too
No,
prideful to say
no, no.
we
You
were
ain't
the
going
help.
through. You ain't going too deep, baby.
Okay, so we were the help. However, nowadays men lack the vision. They
Mm-hmm.
do not have, for example, I'll be very transparent. If you do not have a goal or a vision, I don't feel like you have any right to get married. Now, a lot of people say, well, why do you feel that way? Because what I just personally, I feel like if you don't have a goal or something to work towards, do not, you have, no, don't link up with somebody, well, whoever it is, if you don't have at least a goal or something you're reaching towards. Now, I said that
Mm-hmm.
about the whole vision part is because I feel like the black woman has lost respect from the black man because the black woman's doing the job the black man's supposed to do. And if you're a black woman leading and doing all this other stuff, it's hard to respect the man. Therefore, the men are not taught to respect the woman because the women don't have respect for the man. It goes both ways.
It does. It does go both ways. But those women don't have to demean those men, and those men don't have to demean those women. It's all a choice at the end
Yeah.
of the day. I feel. I feel
Yeah.
it's a choice, and we choose to do that. And that goes into the whole. And I grew up hearing this. There's my mother used to say that I can't teach no boy how to be no man because I ain't no man. And when those women have those type of concepts, I think those are the ones who instill it into their sons to respect women and their daughters and stuff like that. When you don't have that type of knowledge, because a woman cannot teach a man how to be a man.
A
They
boy,
can't do
she
that.
can.
A boy to be a
And
man. You know,
And
that goes from a boy leaving his father's house or his mother's house and going out into the world on his own and trying to find it. And long as the mother or the father went there, but I mean, like that goes to we don't have a lot of two-parent households,
Oh,
and
that's another thing.
it's
And
that,
but
and
that,
that's
I,
basically that's a big step right there. It's that not having the two-parent households, and a lot of these little hood boogers around here, and that's
yeah.
on both sexes. You know, these boys who don't want to grow up and don't want to go out and get a
oh,
job. They'll go get a
oh,
girl, get her
oh,
pregnant, and live off of her Section 8, my tax dollars.
Mhm.
because I don't understand how you 40 and you still acting like you 12. I don't get that.
You know, but age is not a number. It's a mindset. Maturity is not is not a number. It's a mindset. You can be 80 years old and be stupid and
Mhm.
ignorant. Ain't got no sense God gave you. I've seen
But
babies who
going
4
back,
years old who got more
going
sense
back
than the
to what
grown
you were
adults.
saying,
It's
but
true.
going back to what you were saying about yeah, because I was reading on the post a woman because it's Father's Day, today's Father's Day, so a woman put on her post.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh well, I'm happy to celebrate Father's Day because I am the father and the mother." And that
No.
Several
and
seats, please. Have several seats.
Yes, you are the mother, and you did that. You did that, and your son will ever, forever appreciate it. But you're not a father.
but that's what I just but you can't you cannot be the
Mm-mm.
father.
No.
Yes, you provide financially, and you provide,
Okay, now y'all got me
you know,
fired up. Let me tell you
Look,
something
because
about being a
I'm
father.
sorry. I'm not giving you a pat on the back for doing your job. That
Period.
baby didn't ask to be here.
And okay, so when
true.
you are a mother and you tell your child, "Oh, happy Father's Day to me too," what you are telling your child is that you're superwoman. So when they go ahead and go find a wife, oh, guess what? Mama was the father and the daddy. So deuces, you don't need me.
Exactly.
And you create this type of man. Oh my goodness, because I married one. Don't get me started, Jesus. So you create this type of man, quote, and then pass him to me, and then we blindsided, like, hold up now. I don't care what mama did. As for me in my house, you gonna take
Hmm.
out that trash.
That
As for me
okay?
in my house, you gonna pay a diaper. But as for me in my house, don't get me going. Okay, see, let me get back
I know that's right. I know that's right.
to
I
listen.
know that's right.
Got the right one.
Okay.
McKay Michelle said, "You can't raise a man. You got that right." But I come close to it. I'll try. You gonna learn today, or you gonna get out. You gonna
I'm
be
gonna teach you
homeless.
what I can, and then that's
Period.
that. You
And
know.
let the Lord take you the other mile.
Okay. No, I see those posts on Facebook. I mean, like you never see a dude up there talking about some Happy Mother's Day because I'm the mother and the father. You know,
Right.
like when have you seen that on Mother's Day? You'll have shout out to me. Mother's Day. My baby mom, she a fucking deadbeat. So I take care of my kids. Happy Mother's Day to me and mine, yo, deuces. Like with the Mother's Day father, flowers and stuff.
No.
No, you don't see that.
You do your job. To me, it's so when mother puts that on Father's Day, it's like, come on, you had your day a month ago. You got your
Exactly.
flowers. You had your card.
Exactly.
It's over. Now go ahead and
Cause
keep.
you done got mad because little man daddy didn't want to pick him up today. He done made a little card and stuff, the little finger paints at school, and he didn't pick it up, and you was upset. Mm-mm.
That's very toxic to show your child that you can't learn how to give respect when it's due. And I think the most toxic thing to show your child.
It is. It is. It is. And
It
it
is.
shows them. It shows them the art of non-forgiveness, because forgiveness is a very powerful tool, and it's not just for the other person; it's for yourself. So
Yeah.
if that mother is not holding on to that animosity, that father and the bad behavior wouldn't even be relevant. Like your kid will see that, oh my God, my mom has struggled. I don't ever want to put a woman through what my mom went through. Because that's mostly what single parent household kids think about. I don't want my mom to go through the she had to go through to raise me.
Yeah.
But
But then what about
we got a
girls?
lot of babies.
What about little girls too? Like, 'cause I feel like it's different for little girls too with they when they didn't have their daddies and
Well, girls and dads are different. I don't know that. I'm not a girl, and I didn't have my father around, so I really, It's a different story when it comes in a perspective to that. I think girls do need their fathers around because it shows them the type of, especially if they have good fathers, they show them the type of men that they will go
Well,
after
yeah,
because
what they
usually people go
want.
after what they
Yeah,
know. But
because a lot of girls that I know that have their father, well, some girls that I know that had their fathers in their life, they end up actually with guys that are like their dad. Because one of my friends, when I met her husband, I was like, oh my gosh, like he's hilarious. She was like, he's like my father. That's why I married him. He reminded me of my dad, and it's like, oh yeah, I see it. I see why. It's funny. It's hilarious.
Mhm. No comment.
no. I'm just interested to see what this news outlet is gonna look like this week. That's what I do. I'm like on the weekend I stay blacked out with the news. I usually look at my international news and see what's going on in the world and stuff. But which is London is still protesting Black Lives Matter. They trying to defund their police, and they police don't even carry guns, child. They
Yeah, they surely don't.
they don't even carry guns over there in
No,
England. They
no,
they
but I watched
sick of
the
it.
video. They
They sick of
they
it all
out.
over the world. The people in New Zealand, Australia, everybody is protesting Black Lives Matter, and they do. They do. And I'm
Like
But
I
you
just
know,
told Tep, it's unity. I love it.
yes,
I love it
yes.
too. But America's very popular. You know, America has always been trendsetters.
Yeah.
However,
So I hope that
China,
this is not just a trend.
Well, I'm not calling it a trend. I'm going to call it a movement, and so that it continue to
You
grow.
know, and I'm saying that yes, it is a movement, but you know, to other countries, America is a trendsetter. So I hope to these other countries, it's not a trend
and you
to
know what
them.
gets me
Like,
so
really,
aggravated? Sorry.
Mhm.
Go ahead.
no, go
No.
ahead.
Okay, so now the thing that gets me aggravated is, speaking of Black Lives Matter movement, things like that. Everybody's had a whole list of who we boycotted, who we not going to when the pandemic opened up. However, if y'all see the post of all the African American ladies in the nail salon, you listen here. It'll be a whole day before I go to another one. You saw how they treated the African Americans during this whole COVID, but yet we what color you want? You can do nothing for me. You can do nothing for me.
Oh, you know what? One of my dance students, she's a nail tech right now. I told her, I said, I'm coming to you. Because
Mm-mm.
And if somebody try to come at me because they saw me in the Wendy's line saying, "Oh, I thought we boycotting Wendy's," I said, "Okay, okay, here we go. This is why
Well,
y'all got
Wendy's. Why we boycotting Wendy's? Wendy's didn't do it to the man. Wendy did not have that man
well, no,
tasered
because
and
what
killed.
happened was the people that were there called the police. But the thing is, instead of them actually seeing for themselves, like having one of the guys go out there and check on that man and see if he was all right, you know, because he fell asleep in the line. So since he fell asleep in the line, he went and he parked his car.
Mm-hmm.
And since he parked his car, they called the police. They don't know what he was. Instead of sitting, well, you know, if the women is scared in the job, since they want to do something, hey, you all right? You okay? Yeah, I'm just drunk. I ain't sleeping. Okay, okay, go back to the store. He's sleeping it off, y'all. Don't call police. Let him sleep. As long as he ain't driving, pulling off, and ain't running into the building, just let him sleep. No. Oh, I don't know what he's gonna do. Let's call the police.
Well, honey, I don't know. I can't speculate. I wasn't there. I
I
wasn't
wasn't
there.
there either.
Um,
That's the stuff that I read.
but what I saw, what I heard, the man fell asleep in the drive lane, and he pulled over and was sleeping. Um, he was in his car. I mean, he couldn't move once they said, if he was drunk or whatever, you didn't want him moving. But the police ultimately could have changed the narrative in that situation, even if those girls did call the cops. We don't know what type of irate business that has happened there on those premises before. So, it was really late at night. It could have been drunk people that usually come through there. They get irate at the Wendy's. Somebody, you saw how they was behaving with the daggone Popeye's chicken sandwiches. Child, they was coming through drive-through windows over a chicken sandwich.
Okay.
So, girl probably
But
was like, he told her, he said he wanted a 4-piece of spicy nugget. We ain't got no more spicy nugget. Bitch, what you mean we ain't got no more spicy nugget? I'm not saying that's what happened, But you know, like, so we don't know. It's easy to speculate all of this stuff. The fact of the matter is, this man has lost his life, and he wasn't even armed. You know, he wasn't even armed. He lost his life. He wasn't armed.
Yeah, that's the crazy part.
Somebody's husband is gone because he took a nap and he was doing the right thing. He didn't get behind the wheel of his car and kill somebody. So that's the big picture.
Well, Mikkel, thank you guys for coming on.
All
Timmy Talk.
righty.
You know, I changed the name, so it's Timmy Talk now. But
All
look,
right.
don't go nowhere, right quick. Don't go nowhere. I'm just
Okay.
gonna play.
Oh, you gonna pay a little? You gonna play a
I'll
little
put, no, no, oh,
bills?
no, I'll put you one to the side. Don't go nowhere though. I mean, if
Okay.
anybody wants to, make sure you give me $1.50. I don't even care if it's 50 cents. My Cash App is right there on the thing.
Yeah, but don't forget join Patreon too, Timothy. You gotta join the Patreon.
Yeah, I
Get
gotta
you a
join
Patreon.
a Patreon.
A
Well, I gotta get some
Patreon.
followers to get a good Patreon. Get the
Yeah.
Patreon. But yes, you guys, thank you for tuning in. Those who tuned in, maybe, and it's going to be on Facebook. It's not on YouTube. This one is on Periscope, still under Tim's Timeline Talk. But I'll be changing those names soon. I guess I have to wait a month or so in order to change the name on Periscope. But I then I have a new YouTube page where it's Timmy's Talk 213. I just made it today, so it takes 24 hours for me to post something up on there. But I was able to do it on Facebook on my page, which I will be actually doing. I will continue doing it on my Facebook profile page. And thank you guys for tuning in. I just want to leave you guys with this, with some wisdom of words from Miss India Ari herself. Um, this was something that I was watching her Instagram, and she just speaks nothing but pure positivity, pure love, and this is just a little few words that I just wanted to put out there for you guys. Just let me get it going. And I think this is the perfect time. Okay. Oh shoot, remove. Oh shoot. I'm still trying to get used to this thing, y'all. So please bear with me. But here we go. I think this is a perfect time for a closing affirmation. I say this affirmation for myself and for everyone listening. For those of us who live in a world that makes us vulnerable to the darker side of humanity, may we know that we carry a light that may not always be easy to shine, but we can do it. And we do it because we were born to do it. And in this time of spiritual war, where the darkness is coming to challenge the light, we need to shine our lights even brighter than we ever did. So I stand with you now in affirming our strength, our courage, our wisdom, and our ability to now be the agents of change that this world has trained us to be. Don't be disheartened. You need to take a nap, take a nap. And you get back up and continue to do your work, whatever that is. And may we all understand that as an interconnected humanity, if we all lend a hand to each other, we can all rise.
as our beloved great grandmother ancestor Maya Angelou said, and still I rise. May we still and always rise. So, love to you, Angelica. Love to you, Lori Swank. Love to you, everybody. Yo, wave your hands to this victory. One place, take a stand to this. Throw hands to this. Speak up, you're an activist. Shout out to the girls, shout out to the girls, shout out to the girls, shout out to the girls. Black Lives Matter, again, don't be inclusive in this so dope. We all confused, I can't iffy and so. How you mention what she said, so when I'm broke. We support y'all, but when it's high, turn down low. It's okay though,